Okay, so for our last little review for Unit 9 practice test, we're going to deal with the sphere. Let's let it focus in. We want the surface area, and it wants you to leave it in terms of pi. So let's draw our sphere for number 15. So circle, and then great circle around here. I like drawing it that way. Okay, and then we have a radius right here, which is going to be 8 inches. It's a perfect orange. The whole purpose of us peeling that orange was that you know that we should have gotten 4 circles full of orange peels. We got a little bit different because our fruit wasn't totally spherical. So we're going to do surface area is our 4 circles, so 4 times. How do you calculate the area of a circle? Well, isn't that pi r squared? Pi times, there's r squared. Well, 8 squared is 64. So I just have to do 64 times 4, which is 256 pi. It said leave it in terms of pi, meaning I'm not going to touch the pi button. Inches squared. Because when you peel an orange and you lay it down on a plate, bowl, whatever you're doing, if you're not piling it up, you can make it nice and flat. It has a little bit of thickness. We're going to ignore that, but it's going to be nice and flat as we did on our papers on that experiment. Now let's do the last one that was requested real quick, which was number 16, which looks like, let's get that right there. Okay, number 16. Number 16 wants the volume. Okay, we have a sphere, great circle around there, so we can notice where do I put one of the infinitely many radii, 8.9 kilometers. Okay. What do we want to do? Again, we want to leave it in terms of pi. We're going to do volume. Again, it's going to look almost like this setup over here, but we're going to make it 3D. We're going to put on the 3D glasses for calculating stuff. We need the 4. We need the pi. We need to use the radius, but not squared. It's to the 3rd power. And then this is not flat, just like the pointy thing we did on another video. For volume, we have to divide by 3, because if not, the answer is way too big. So we're going to put all of that into the calculator without touching the pi button because it wants us to leave it in terms of pi. So we would have gotten, you should get 939.96 kilometers cubed. By the way, if you were to instead not have a sphere but a hemisphere, okay, so you have half, like half the planet. Let's say that this was 8.9. The answer to this for the volume would be half of this answer. So if you do half of that answer, you're going to get that. However, you can't do the same thing for this one. Okay, we're going to do that one on the other board. Okay, so we're going to take half of number 15. We're going to do the surface area of a hemisphere. So number 15, I chopped the orange in half, and I want to know how much fruit do I have. I peeled it off. Let's say I peeled it off. There's fruit down here, and let's say everything is edible. Okay, there's a radius of 8. I want to know how much do I have on the surface of everything. I'm going to paint that half circle, including the bottom. Well, I can take this answer and do, okay, the surface area is going to be that thing. I'm going to do 1/2 of that number. Let's put that into the calculator. So I just need to do 256 divided by 2. This is why many times we want to avoid using the pi, because I could have done that 256 in my head, or it's a quick calculation. I don't have to mess with the decimals. Okay, but then I need to add on to this the circle that's on the bottom. We have to calculate the area of this. The area of that circle that's on the bottom is pi times 8 squared. Well, this is 64 pi. So now since I sliced it, I have more of a surface. I have to paint the bottom of the ball in addition to the top of the dome. So add these together and you will get a grand total of 192 pi. That'd be the surface area of this guy right here. The dome on the top, but don't forget about the bottom. We're painting it. It is also possible that you don't paint the bottom, but since we're not doing a lot of applications on the test, paint that bottom, okay, when you peel the orange. See you tomorrow for the test.